Hey, welcome to the Backwoods Gourmet. Today we're out in the Lacoochee State Forest in Pasco County in central West Florida. We're doing a little exploring, and hey, we found a great old camp and a big stone fireplace and hearth. So, you know, we gotta cook us some lunch. So stay tuned. So we're trying to find this old homestead, and can give a shout out right now to Kevin over at Overland, Florida. He found this place and put it on his channel. Been in contact with him by text message, and he was more than happy to share the location with me. I was able to get that location and put it over here into Google Maps, or I would have never found it, and I really haven't found it yet.
On the left.
Okay, so Google says we're close, so let's go see if we can find it. But we're on a little two trail. It's got a little hill out here. I see where some people have been actually driving around over here, so let's follow where everybody else is going. What we're looking for is the remains. There it is, right there. Awesome. Wow. Look at those guys. So, let's get out and go check it out. Got a big chimney. You can see where it was flashed into the roof of the house right here. You can see the old flashing. That would have been the peak of the roof right there. Okay. Right there, embedded into the rocks. And so who knows how old this is? And I'll show you something right now that just makes me mad. All right. And people come out here in the state forest, breaking beer bottles, making a mess, leaving the crap laying around. So, tell you what we're going to do. Here's the old hearth. Okay, here's the hearth right here. Can't wait to actually cook in this old homestead hearth here. But like I said, the people come out here and they don't respect it as much as I do, and maybe some of you guys do. So if you think the way I do, and you think that people should really respect old historic places like this, especially when it's on public land, okay? This is on public land. Everybody can come out here and enjoy this if they want. But to come out here and just leave all your trash and break beer bottles and all that junk, we're going to pick all that mess up. We're going to take our shovel, we're going to clear out all the ash, stuff like that people left behind. Could probably knock down some of these. So like I said earlier, it's a beautiful fall day out here. I'm glad it is, because that was a bit of work cleaning all that mess out of there. I dug out all kind of old beer cans and beer bottles and aerosol can leftovers and all kind of stuff. Packed them up in the truck as good as I could. Well, I only got a little grocery bag over there. So when I got to this place, this was pretty run down, dilapidated. People have been building fires there for years, never cleaned it out. I did spend some time cleaning it out, getting it ready to go. This is now my new favorite place in the woods to cook. So what I got for you today for lunch, we're going to take some good old cast iron. We got the griddle and an old spider skillet, and we're going to cook up some nice sliders for you with some cheese. So even after all these years being out here in the wilderness, not taken care of, this old chimney still drafts pretty daggum good. So while we're out exploring the area, nearby area, our fires burned down quite a bit. We're going to shuffle those around and get them all down the coals. So we're going to make some taters with our fried taters with our sliders. Let's go ahead and put up that spider skillet. Let's get it right on some of them coals. We've been burning this quite a while. Got a pretty good bed of coals there. Don't worry about it if a little bit of ash in it. Man, that's just going to add to the flavor. And we're really doing this today just like this spider skillet would have done back in the 1700s. It would have been very much at home on a hearth, in a big cooking hearth like this. This is not a fireplace for heat in a home. This is a hearth for cooking food. And you know, and you could tell that by how big it is, how wide it is. They would have had big Dutch oven cast iron pots hanging in here, you know, and they would have been cooking this. What I think this is an old lumber camp. They would have been cooking for probably 50 to 100 men here every day, and that's why it was built. So we're going to go ahead and get that hot, and we'll get some oil in there, and we're going to throw in some taters, and that would have been a staple back in them days. Now, what we could do here is we could just pull some of those coals out, and that's what they would have done back in the day also. They would have used this this hearth as a place to burn your fire, and then they would have pulled these out. Let's get it over the side here, because I know we're going to be cooking a burger soon, so bring it over here and we'll set it right there, get it warmed up. So we went ahead and sliced these potatoes at home, and you don't have to do that. You can do them out here at camp if you want. It's just easier to get them pre-ready. And what we did was we squeezed a half a lime over top of them, and that's going to keep them from turning brown on you and getting all nasty looking. Alright, we're going to toss them in the spider there. We need something to go with our sliders we're going to make. This is the original Blackstone griddle. Okay. It's a Lodge 20-inch. The original one. We also have the Blacklock one. This one's a little heavier. It's got dual-sided. It's thicker. I think it really is going to work even better than the new Blacklock. Let's take these guys out and give them a good seasoning. You don't want to season these ahead of time because it's just going to suck the moisture out of them. We're going to go ahead in here with our favorite seasoning, Simple Swamp seasoning. This is the no MSG type. And I'm out here today by myself, so I'm going to go pretty heavy on some black pepper on one side there at least. Alright. And let's give the other side a little season. I don't know if I'll be able to eat all these, but anyway, we're going to cook them. So those are ready. Let's give them a few minutes while that griddle is getting hot. Let them get a good sear before we try to turn them. Alright, so we got pretty even heat here, and you really want to have one of these spatulas that has a perfectly flat bottom for working with this grill. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put like the same amount of pinches of diced sweet onion as I have burgers. And I'm going to put them over here on this side, and then when we get ready to turn them, we're going to turn them right onto those pinches of onion. Alright. Oh man, there you go. Yeah, that side's nice and hot too. One thing great about having a nice hearth like this, got some really nice even fire all the way across that griddle. Alright, so let's go ahead and check one, see how seared he is. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and lay him right on. So there's plenty of heat in that cast iron to finish that up. So I'm going to go ahead and drag it off the fire a little bit. Put it over here off this side. It's going to finish those up perfectly. So a nice cool day. Yeah, you want a nice steamy bun. There's some slider buns. We're just going to go ahead and put those on that nice warm cast iron while these are finishing up. I don't want to overcook them. Still want to be juicy. So there's 4. You could actually probably squeeze all of them on there. That cast iron is nice and hot, so even these little corners over here will be just fine for heating up our buns. Man, such a beautiful day, and I'm so thankful to have found this place to show you guys. Alright, so right about the time we think this is going to be done, let's go ahead and give them a pinch of cheddar right on top. Use whatever cheese you like. I like me some cheddar on my sliders. I got some mozzarella too, but some Parmesan, whatever you want. Okay? It's gonna make it even more awesome. Don't want to lose our onions. Grab a bottom. Flip it on there with the cheese and the onions. Wipe them off. And put on our top. We can dress that top afterwards. Just grab the bottom. Oh man, those caramelized onions or something else. The top. We'll take them over to the table. Look at those bottoms, nice and toasted. Tops and bottoms. Okay, so let's go ahead and dress our sliders. I like me some mayo on mine, and then we're going to take one of our little camp spoons there. Give them a little mayo. Give that one some mayo. Hey, we brought some mustard along, so let's give one some mustard. A good squirt of that. And let's give them a try. And oh my God, look at that. Okay. Especially if you got kids and little kids, they're gonna go crazy after this right here. So let's give it a taste, see how it tastes. Oh my God. You know, I don't know what it is about cooking in the outdoors, but sometimes it just tastes better when you cook it out here. Go over there and check out some of those potatoes that we cooked up right there on the hearth. It's a little more Seminole Swamp seasoning on that one. You can hear how crispy those are, right? Just remember, we cooked this out here on a camp that was probably made 100 years ago. I would say 1920s, pretty close to 100 years ago. And I'm sure the food that they made back in the 1920s was a little more basic, probably just not beans, rice, stuff like that. So if you like what we're doing, please smash that like button right down there. If you'd like to subscribe to our channel, we wish you would. You can do it right there for another great Backwoods Gourmet video. It's gonna be right over there. And for a whole playlist of cast iron Dutch oven cooking, it'll be right there. We'll see you next time.